Hey again, Steve from Arcade Specialties, going to showcase another one of our single-player Bally electromechanical pinball machines we have for sale. This one's a 1974 Bally Sky Kings. And what I love about this is the theme is awesome. It's a skydiving theme with a really colorful back glass. A guy jumping out of a plane, and his pants fell down, and there's an eagle saving him. And over here you got a parachute gone wrong. Really cool theme, and they actually use the play field, the angle of the play field going down, simulating a skydiving jump. So you have your plane up top, and you jump down here, and falling, and this is where the ball returns here. So it's kind of like hitting the ground in a way, and you have the trees down in the bottom. So it's a really neat idea they had to incorporate this theme into the pinball in general. And there's some really cool features in this playfield I'll show you in a minute, but you'll notice that the condition of this is really nice. The back glass is perfect. A lot of times you get behind here flaking of the artwork actually peeling off of the glass, because this is actually reverse screen printed on a piece of glass. This is very nice. You don't see any flaking from the rear on this at all, especially if you look on the edges. Also, the cabinet artwork is really nice. We touched it up a little bit. It has a plane and a parachute classic pinball stenciling on the sides. It's actually really nice. I love the color motif. The legs were also refinished. So here's the inside of the pinball machine. This set here is the play field that's actually lifts up out of the cabinet, and this is so you can service it. And as you see, there's a lot of wires, a lot of different solenoids and switches and so forth, and light bulbs, and this is where all the magic happens. So a couple things I want to show you are the flippers. This is the flipper mechanism here. It's a coil with a shaft, and when electricity is applied to this coil, the metal shaft propels inside of it, and that's your flipper motion, flipping the ball. So to do that, actually, you're hitting the button here, and that gives you the magnetism to the flipper. And there's your left flipper, and so there's your right flipper. One other really cool thing is here are the tilt mechanisms, and people got very aggressive with pinball machines back in the day with actually lifting up the machine and making the ball go back up so they didn't lose their turn just to gain more score. So this is what they did. There's actually a pinball on this level, properly leveled rail here. So if you lift up the machine from the front, the ball is going to go back and hit this switch here, and that'll actually, you'll lose your turn, and it'll deactivate your flippers, and the ball will just sink, and you'll actually lose your turn. Same with this. This is a pendulum, and when the pendulum makes contact with the metal here, that activates the tilt. You lose your turn, and actually here on the back glass, the tilt gets illuminated. So until your ball sinks again, the tilt is activated and you lose your turn. So that's how they handled people roughhousing the pinball. So we go through all of these contacts, clean everything, make sure everything is properly adjusted. Most problems with these old pinball machines are adjustments or something needs to be cleaned or reconnected. So here's your chimes. There's 3 different tones for different point values. No electronic sounds, nothing fancy on these machines. This is from the 1970s, so pretty primitive actual machine here. So here's the back of the machine. This is the scoreboard, the head of the machine here. And again, lots of wires, lots of different switches. These here are the reels that keep your score, and the mechanisms spin based on what you're hitting on the playfield. Again, just a lot of wires. This reel here, as you see, there's numbers on it. This corresponds to how many credits, how many quarters you put in the machine. So if you come around to the front, you see just the corresponding letters, numbers to your score displayed through the window. Same with the credit. So as you hit different things in the play field. First, again, just following tons of wires and switches and heading back up to the back glass and giving you your score. Here's a neat feature. Here's the plane depicted here on the play surface, and as the ball spins through this flap, you gain 100 points for each time it spins. And I love how the lights just go along with the exhaust on the plane. Here's a couple parachutes here. You hit that, you whack that, gives you points. Your classic pop bumpers here. Here's another neat feature here. It's kind of a bank shot. You hit this pinball, gain 2,000 points. Same with the reverse side. So we installed all new rubber rings on this playfield, keeping the ball nice and bouncy. So these are all the rings you see here around all the key points on the playfield. Keep everything really, really light and bouncy. We also waxed and cleaned the whole surface so the ball slides nice and fast. The play surface is in really nice shape. Oftentimes you see a lot of wear right in the center where the ball rolls most often, and actually the wear will go right through down to the wood and wear the graphic off. So this one's actually in really good shape overall. We took apart all the plastics, cleaned and waxed all the plastics, as well as replaced all the burnt bulbs. So it's looking in really good shape right now. So this is for sale. If you're interested, check out our website. It's arcadespecialties.com.